अपना बनाने की कसम खाई है तुम्हें अपना बनाने की कसम खाई है तेरी आँखों में चाहत ही नजर आई है तुम्हें अपना बनाने की कसम खाई है मोहब्बत क्या है मैं सबको बता दूंगा मोहब्बत क्या है मैं सबको बता दूंगा ज़माने को तेरे आगे झुका दूंगा तेरी उल्फत मेरी जाना वो रंग लाई है तेरी उल्फत मेरी जाना वो रंग लाई है तुम्हें अपना बनाने की कसम खाई है सांसों की जरूरत है जैसे जिंदगी के लिए बस एक सनम चाहिए आशिकी के लिए जाम की जरूरत है जैसे जाम की जरूरत है जैसे बेखुदी के लिए हाँ एक सनम चाहिए आशिकी के लिए बस एक सनम चाहिए.
Good morning to you. Welcome down to Kaieteur Radio. It is 10 minutes after 9 o'clock. It is your Thursday edition. My name is Joshua Van Slijkman. By my side, Selector Alex Buddy Paul Nagrady. Rocking with you all the way to just about 11 o'clock this morning. If you're joining us for the very first time, this program name is Kaieteur. Simply translated to your morning's love. It is your recipe for happiness. And we come here every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. with the aim of keeping you company and putting you in some great mood. Today is Thursday. You know how we do it on a Thursday? So I want to say a snap of the morning to you, or a snap of morning to you. Sridhat says good morning to you guys. Happy Thursday, watching from Enmore. We got Nafisa Noor says good morning, my dearest Sarida, Joshua, DJ, Alex. Happy rainy day in New York, Queens. Have a blessed day, everyone. Much love. And of course, Sridhat is shouting out to his Bauji Radhika Rabindranath. she's in Ghana for vacation and he hopes that she will enjoy her vacation. But should that once she listens to Sabaki PR, she's bound to enjoy her vacation, alright? We're at Tiajin, good morning to you. Nafisa Noor, good morning to you as well. And everyone else joining us this morning, thank you so much for rocking with us here on Kaieteur Radio, on Sabaki PR, on the radio with a difference. Got Selector Alex this morning, and together we're gonna put on a program for you. All right, are you ready? We hope you guys are gonna have a great one. I say good morning to my dear friend Mark. Good morning to Auntie Anno. She says a pleasant good morning to you, Josh. A happy Thursday to you, baby, from Auntie Anno. Happy Thursday to you, to Auntie Anno. But guys, for breakfast, street that is having squash with potato and chicken and sada roti with a cup of Nescafe. Alright? That's what they're having. That's what he's having. Let us know what you're having for breakfast this morning.
पर सामने जब तुम आते हो, पर सामने जब तुम आते हो, कुछ भी
Eleni, good morning to you. Have a blessed day.
ओ मेरे साजन, ओ मेरे साजन, साजन साजन, मेरे साजन, मेरा दिल भी कितना पागल है.
I love this song.
ये प्यार तो तुमसे करता है, मेरा दिल भी कितना पागल है, ये प्यार तो तुमसे करता है. कितना इसको समझाता हूँ, कितना इसको बहलाता हूँ, कितना इसको समझाता हूँ, कितना इसको बहलाता हूँ. नादान है कुछ ना समझता है, दिन रात ये आहें भरता है.
मेरा दिल भी कितना पागल है, ये प्यार तो तुमसे करता है. मेरा दिल भी कितना पागल है, ये प्यार तो तुमसे करता है. पर सामने जब तुम आते हो, पर सामने जब तुम आते हो, कुछ भी कहने से डरता है. मेरे साजन, ओ मेरे साजन, साजन साजन, मेरे साजन, मेरा दिल भी कितना पागल है, ये प्यार तो तुमसे करता है. मेरा दिल भी कितना पागल है, ये प्यार तो तुमसे करता
धीरे धीरे आप मेरे दिल के मेहमान हो गए। धीरे धीरे आप मेरे दिल के मेहमान हो गए। पहले फिर जाने फिर जाने जाना हो गए।
धीरे धीरे आप मेरे दिल के मेहमान हो गए। धीरे
Run, run! Alex, bitch, Alex, select Alex, match.
के मेहमान हो गए। पहले फिर जाने फिर जाने जाना हो गए।
धीरे धीरे आप मेरे दिल के मेहमान हो गए।
ये सिलसिला है प्यार का, ये चलता रहेगा। समझा मीठी बातें बोलकर दिल तू चुरा ले गया
ओ यूं मिला के नजर करके जादूगरी देके दर्द जिगर आगे पीछे डोल कर सोच मीठी बातें बोल कर दिल तेरा उड़ा ले गया ओ फूल मैं भेजूं हाँ फूल मैं भेजूं दिल ये करता है पर तेरा पता मालूम नहीं
So welcome down if you've just joined us once again. Sabaki Pyar. What's poppin', Mayud? Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. We are just want to remind the people this morning, for those who probably didn't join us about a week ago, Kaieteur Radio celebrates 5 years. We're celebrating our 5th anniversary, so there's so much to celebrate. And we want to know how many persons we would have gotten new from since then to now, since we announced our anniversary. How many new followers, listeners, viewers we have checking with us this morning. It's a lovely, imagine it's Thursday, it's day already, and it's a lovely day, bright and sunny, and we want to know how many persons are checking in with us.
All right, let us know where you're there, where you're joining us from. What's up? What's up with you? What's good? What's popping in a new land?
Well, so many new things, so many good things, you know.
How's the weather?
Bright and sunny.
I think we're gonna have a little bit of rain today. I can feel it.
There was some rain yesterday, but it was nice. Like it wasn't all day. It was just a short period and then bright sunshine again. So it was nice. It was kind of like my weather.
Okay. All right. I really wanted to rain in the night because I tend to see that, the nights are very hot and, fan and AC not helping the situation.
Just gotta dunk yourself in water and come back home.
I telling you, I probably gotta get a pool in my room and just sleep in the pool.
When I was smaller, I had this habit for quite a number of years in my life. Every night before bed, I used to go. We always had a big bucket of water next to the sink, right? I used to go and wet my hands and feet and go to bed.
Why?
It just made me feel cooler in the night.
Well, let us know if you there got some people that gotta do that, There got some people that gotta go. It's not good though. It's not good. But when you were small, you used to do a whole host of crazy things. But get them to get you to do it now when you're adult stage, you're not gonna do it.
Why?
I don't know. You're more what's it? Health conscious. You're more or just simply you grew up. All right, I can take that.
That I think it's just that in your life there are phases that you do certain things in. It has nothing to do with age or maturity. It's just you're doing that at that stage, and so you go out of it, and that's it.
We can live with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Let me see. Melissa said that she's saying that good morning beautiful is not so nice here today in New York. Well, I'm gonna see in a couple of days if it is, because if it's raining, I love it. She says the best sleep ever is when you do that, when you wash your hand, when you rinse your hand and foot before you go to bed. But she said for her, she has to shower.
Well, of course, that's a must.
No, I shower. But remember, you don't shower. Sometimes you don't shower directly and go to bed. Sometimes you shower, you go watch a movie.
Right. Yeah.
And then an hour, 2 hours after you go to bed. So I gotta go and wash my hands and feet from, all the way to the top to the bottom, and then go to bed.
No, but I got some people, as soon as they shower, they go to bed, just as they do that.
Well, sometimes I do that now because if I don't do that, the sleepiness goes away.
Yeah, that's true.
But then there's some people, let's have a poll this morning. there are some people who, when they shower, they want to sleep right away. And then there's some people, when they shower, for the love of God, they cannot.
The sleepiness gone.
Gone. So let us know which one you are. Are you the one that shower and gets sleepy, or shower and doesn't want to sleep?
Let us know in the comment section.
आजा बहारों की मलका, मौसम बदल जाए दिल का। आजा बहारों की मलका, मौसम बदल जाए दिल का। देखे तुझे झूमे बहार, तेरे कदम झूमे बहार। आजा बहारों की मलका, मौसम बदल जाए दिल का। तेरी खामोशी का मतलब मैं हाँ समझूं कि ना समझूं। तेरी खामोशी का मतलब मैं हाँ समझूं कि ना समझूं। मुझको इतना समझ समझा दे तू, क्या मेरी जान समझो, तेरी खामोशी का मतलब मैं हाँ समझूं कि ना समझूं, तेरी खामोशी का मतलब मैं हाँ समझूं कि ना समझूं। हर कसम से बड़ी है कसम प्यार की, हर कसम से बड़ी है कसम प्यार की, मर के भी इस कसम को न तोड़ेंगे हम। हर कसम से बड़ी है कसम प्यार की, मर के भी इस कसम को न तोड़ेंगे हम। छोड़ देंगे जमाने की सारी खुशी, छोड़ देंगे जमाने की सारी खुशी, साथ तेरा कभी भी ना छोड़ेंगे हम।
हर कसम से बड़ी है कसम प्यार की, मर के भी इस कसम को न तोड़ेंगे हम। छोड़ देंगे ज़माने की सारी खुशी, छोड़ देंगे ज़माने की सारी खुशी, साथ तेरा कभी भी ना छोड़ेंगे हम।
हर कसम से बड़ी है कसम प्यार की। दो दिल मिल रहे हैं, दो दिल मिल रहे हैं, मगर चुपके चुपके, दो दिल मिल रहे हैं, मगर चुपके चुपके, सबको हो रही है, हाँ सबको हो रही है खबर, चुपके चुपके। ओ दो दिल मिल रहे हैं, मगर चुपके चुपके। तू मिले दिल खिले और जीने को क्या चाहिए, तू मिले दिल खिले और जीने को क्या चाहिए। ना हो तू उदास तेरे पास पास मैं रहूँगा जिंदगी भर, ना हो तू उदास तेरे पास पास मैं रहूँगा जिंदगी भर। सारे संसार का प्यार मैंने तुझी में पाया, तू मिले दिल खिले और जीने को क्या चाहिए।
गूंजी सी है सारी फिजा, जैसे बजती हो शहनाइयाँ, लहराती है महकी हवा, गुनगुनाती है तन्हाइयाँ। सब गाते हैं सब ही मदहोश हैं, हम खामोश हैं।
कह रहा है दिल से वादा करो दिल से चाहे तुम जहाँ भी जाना जाना मेरी याद रखना ओ मेरी याद रखना दिल कह रहा है दिल से वादा करो दिल से चाहे तुम जहाँ भी जाना जाना मेरी याद रखना ओ मेरी याद रखना ये ज़मीन रुक जाए आसमां झुक जाए तेरा चेहरा जब नजर आए ओ तेरा चेहरा जब नजर आए ये ज़मीन रुक जाए आसमां झुक जाए तेरा चेहरा जब नजर आए ओ तेरा चेहरा जब नजर आए
देखते ही देखते दिल खो गया देखते ही देखते दिल खो गया तो प्यार तुमसे हो गया इस प्यार को कब तक मगर छुपाएंगे हम
देखते ही देखते दिल खो गया तो प्यार तुमसे हो गया इस प्यार को कब तक मगर छुपाएंगे हम
देखते ही देखते दिल खो गया
हल्की हल्की मुलाकातें थी दूर दूर से बातें थी हल्की हल्की मुलाकातें थी दूर दूर से बातें थी धीरे धीरे क्या हो गया है मैं क्या कहूँ क्यों लड़खड़ाई धड़कन क्यों थरथराए तन मन क्यों होश मेरा यूं खो गया है मैं क्या कहूँ क्यों लड़खड़ाई धड़कन क्यों थरथराए तन मन क्यों होश मेरा यूं खो गया है मैं क्या कहूँ
कुछ ना कहो कुछ ना कहो कुछ ना कहो कुछ ना कहो
To win 43 minutes after 9 o'clock. So I've got my girl Shivani saying it's shower and then can't sleep. Yeah, that's me. That is so me. You come home after a long day, you're yarning, you're telling people, I don't talk to me, I want to sleep, but I want to sleep, but I want to sleep. All I want to do is my bed.
Yep.
You go, the water touch you, you wake up back instantly. You dry your skin, you put on your clothes, and you head to bed. You toss and turn in the bed, you kill phone battery, you put phone for charge, you get a little juice, you pick them up back. You dead again, you still not asleep. But, jump on the bed as soon as you reach home and say, give me 2 minutes. I go bathe just now. It's still next morning you're waking up.
Well, I think a lot of persons who shower and can't sleep are persons who don't bathe and go to bed.
But no, sometimes.
Because they can wake them up. I think we're getting new findings today with this topic. Buddy Ram that also says that when he showers, he cannot sleep.
Oh, wow. Counselor, good morning to you. Let me see. Sridhar says, shower or not, when I want to sleep is sleep. Man.
Sridhar is the
Sridhar,
right man.
give me a pong there, Sridhar. Give me a virtual pong, Sridhar. That's good. We've got Rhea said, shower late. I'm up for 2 extra hours before I fall asleep. So I avoid late nights, shower unless absolutely necessary to do so. All right. Sati says, warm showers put you to sleep, but cold showers wake you up. Well, yeah, if you got hot and cold, you can deal with it. But if you got regular pipe, you're not alone. I have to wash my feet every night before I go to bed. All right. So you're not alone, buddy pal.
Oh, but you know what? Good point. Because I actually just realized that I still do a part of it. I have to wash my foot every night before going to bed.
Yeah. Why though?
It for me, it makes me feel, because when I go to bed and if my feet are heated, it's like I can't sleep.
Okay,
So
I got
when I
you.
go and wash them, it gets a bit like cool down. For me, it's just a mental thing for me, right? It gets cool. I'm gonna wipe out my feet now, and I am perfectly ready for bed.
Hold on, let me see. I have where's the message? So Shivani says that's why she don't jump on her bed. She just sleep her in the chair, wake up, and then go in bed, and then bed. So you sleep her in the chair, you get a little rest, and then you go to your bed. All right?
Sometimes I get a little stiff neck though.
Yeah. We've got Sarah saying they ain't got no fish named Sarah, so if she wants to sleep, she's sleeping.
You're right, girl. You don't got to. Hello, you don't got to bed if you don't want to.
It's a guy in these things right now. People go in bed, you know. Oh, they got no fish named this. They got no fish named that.
And it must look like me like wastewater.
Or it's me alone got sleep. Me got sleep next to nobody. Let us know. Let us know what are some of those Guyanese slang they use when it comes to bed. I'm not hearing from my friend Mark. What Melissa say? She's got a bed before she goes to bed.
She said, let me see what she said. She said, what na? Oh, here what na baba. Me just have to use my eyes on the phone till it fall in my face and then it's sleep time.
Well,
I feel
that's
like
me
that
too.
happened.
Me too. When you see
It's 3 to 4 times every week the phone gonna fall on my
when-
face and then I can sleep away.
when you see that sir and the phone do sir and you catch
Yeah.
it, there's one.
Time to sleep.
Time to sleep. You just ignore the warning call. Second time, you pick up again. But the third time when you fall, the phone will go up on ground, you go put the car in the bed, and you gone.
Nah, it's always long for me forward by. Always. It's a good thing you get enough space.
But let us know this morning. You know, do you use those warning? For me, I just ignore the first warning when the phone fall, but the second one, I gone.
I ain't got no amount the warning. It's whichever one. It's something could be the first one, could be the third one. It don't matter.
But you see the last one when he fall upon the ground or he fall somewhere in the car and something gone. Me guy behind it.
That's it. We done.
So we've got Rhea saying bathe or wash because I don't want zombie germs to go in my bed and haunt me all night.
Jumpy germs. But you just be walking through my cemetery before you go home.
So we hope you that's a good one. I don't want zombie germ stuff. You know, growing up, as we're in this topic, growing up, you used to hear a lot of things. If you pint in the bell, ground,
A
your
zombie.
finger go rotten off. You got to bite your finger hard. When you go, you call late, you must come behind your back. You must,
I still do that, by the way.
I still do that. I still do that.
Yeah.
When you
Listen, certain things I don't want a chance to find out if it's true or
it's
not.
alright.
I'm just gonna do it. It takes nothing out of me.
I alright too. I can continue. I enable.
Yeah.
So when you go to funerals and you go to the cemetery, you must leave your clothes outside. You mustn't walk in with your shoes. Let us know what are some of them this morning that we grew up with, and we will go and leave them. They will still be here. Let us know what are some of them. All right.
Let us know in the comment section, guys. 9 hours 48. You're tuned to us here on Sabaki Power. Buddy Pal, let's continue with the music.
Alrighty then.
पवन का हो रहा मिलन जादू 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 जादू
Run! Alex! Which Alex? Select Alex! Man!
Oh Priya, Priya तुमसा नहीं कोई प्रिया Oh Priya, Priya तुमसा नहीं कोई प्रिया तू खुश रहे जहाँ भी रहे ये मेरे दिल की दुआ Oh Priya, Priya तुमसा नहीं कोई प्रिया सीने में हलचल है धड़कन भी पागल है हंसता है रोता है दिल में कुछ होता है ऐसा लगता है जैसे आया मिला ऐसा लगता है जैसे आया मिला
जागी हूँ सोई हूँ ख्वाबों में खोई हूँ जब तन्हा रहती हूँ खुद से कुछ कहती हूँ ऐसा
तुमसे होके दिल ये दीवाना, एक पल भी जाने जाना, मुझसे दूर नहीं जाना। प्यार किया तो निभाना, प्यार किया तो निभाना, प्यार किया तो निभाना, प्यार किया तो निभाना।
कहता है पल पल तुमसे होके दिल ये दीवाना, कहता है पल पल तुमसे होके दिल ये दीवाना, एक पल भी जाने जाना, मुझसे दूर नहीं जाना। प्यार किया तो निभाना, प्यार किया तो निभाना, प्यार किया तो निभाना, प्यार किया तो निभाना।
चूड़ी बजी है कहीं दूर छन 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 छन, कंगना बजा है कहीं दूर खन 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 खन। हो चूड़ी बजी है कहीं दूर छन 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 छन, कंगना बजा है कहीं दूर खन 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 खन।
Kaieteur Radio, show them what we do. Show them
तेरा
what we do.
गजरा लुटा दूं आज इस पे तन मन धन। हो चूड़ी बजी है कहीं दूर छन 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 छन। तेरे घर आया मैं आया तुझको लेने, दिल के बदले में दिल का नजराना
Kaieteur Radio,
देने।
show them what we
तेरे
do.
घर
Show
आया
them
मैं
how we
आया
do.
तुझको लेने, दिल के बदले में दिल का नजराना देने। मेरी हर धड़कन क्या बोले है सुन 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 सुन।
साजन जी घर आए, साजन जी घर आए, दुल्हन क्यों शर्माए, साजन जी घर आए।
मेहंदी लगा के रखना, डोली सजा के रखना, मेहंदी लगा के रखना, डोली सजा के रखना। लेने तुझे ओ गोरी आएंगे तेरे सजना।
मेहंदी लगा के रखना, डोली सजा के रखना। ओहो ओहो
सेहरा सजा के रखना, चेहरा छुपा के रखना, सेहरा सजा के रखना, चेहरा छुपा के रखना। ये दिल की बात अपने दिल में दबा के रखना। सेहरा सजा के रखना, चेहरा छुपा के रखना।
मेहंदी लगा के रखना, डोली सजा के रखना।
दीदी तेरा देवर दीवाना, ओ दीदी तेरा देवर दीवाना, हाय राम कुड़ियों को डाले दाना, हाय राम कुड़ियों को डाले दाना। धंधा है ये उसका पुराना, अरे धंधा है ये उसका पुराना, हाय राम कुड़ियों को डाले दाना।
Yes, I'm ready. Show them what we used to. Show them. Okay.
जैसे बरसों की पहचान है
कितनी भोली है तू कितनी नादान है दिल की बातों से अनजान है
अजनबी मुझको इतना बता दिल मेरा क्यों परेशान है देख के तुझको ऐसा लगे जैसे बरसों की पहचान है
ओ कितनी भोली है तू कितनी नादान है दिल की बातों से अनजान है
अजनबी मुझको इतना बता दिल मेरा क्यों परेशान है
This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
With the news in capsule, my name is Joshua Van Slyckman. Let's get to the news in details. The Guyana government late last week signed off on the sixth project for the ExxonMobil-led consortium operating in the Stabroek block to Whiptail. The expanded production of this project poses a risk not only to the availability of skills for the domestic labor force, but potentially an increase in the prices for goods and services on the domestic market due to a higher demand for them, which will result in even steeper increase in the cost of living. This is documented in the environmental impact assessment that was submitted to the Environmental Protection Agency. Expounding on the rationale for this conclusion, the EIA noted that with the coming on board of the Whiptail project, the domestic sector will lose more of its skilled employees to the oil sector and the demand will increase for goods and services locally. The document outlines that with this $12.7 billion Whiptail development project, there will in fact be no direct impact on the country's administrative divisions, population distribution, or education systems. And two men who were known to the Guyana Police Force were gunned down in Suriname in the early hours of Wednesday morning. This was confirmed by Crime Chief Wendell Blanham. The victims have been identified as Jeremy Smith and Oswick Brazillo. Reports out of Suriname indicate that the men were murdered by two unidentified males and they died on the spot. According to Waterkant, a news outlet in Suriname, the two men were liming on the streets in Paramaribo North around 2 hours 30 on Wednesday morning, when two men on the motorcycle stepped and opened fire with machine guns in their directions. One of the victims ran into a gutter to escape the hails of bullets, but to no avail. After committing the act, the perpetrators made good their escape, and up to press time, there was no trace of them. The case has been transferred to the Capital Crimes Department of the Surinamese Police as investigation continues. And that's the news to the moment.
Arriving in Georgetown after 6 years, the biggest circus from Mexico, Suarez Brothers Circus, is playing daily and continue playing in Georgetown. At the Big Tent, we will be at Durban Park with the World Tour. It's our 150th anniversary. Central America, Caribbean, South America, and now in Guyana. Suarez Brothers Circus at Durban Park. You can't afford to miss it. Presented by Minute Maid, Digicel. Sponsored by DM Soaps, AJM Enterprise.
This Mother's Day, celebrate in style and give mom the chance to win big. Simply top up with $1,000 or more for a chance to be one of 5 lucky winners of a brand new, fully stocked French door fridge with groceries worth over $550,000 each. One winner will be selected weekly from April 5th to May 9th. Start topping up today. Digicel, the network for everyone, everywhere.
Welcome down to the second and final stretch of Sabaki PR. So we've got Dave telling us, bro, sleep time is sleep time. Be it or not, I just be working night shift. One time I get home in the morning, sit in a hammock to take off my boots, and right there I take knockout.
You know what? Share with us this morning what are some of the most unexpected places you fell asleep in? I had an uncle,
Uh-huh.
my mamu, which is my mom's brother. He's no longer with us today,
Uh-huh.
but by that I was like maybe 6 or 7 years old,
Uh-huh.
right? So in those days, we're living in Essequibo. You have a latrine. We did have the flush toilet, and there was also latrine, but the latrine was the most commonly used, right? And so he went to the latrine, and he slept away in the latrine. My mother went and found him. He didn't fall through. So let me see if you guys can top that this morning.
I don't think anything could be that. You fall asleep on the latrine.
Yes, yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious me. That's a good one. That's a good one for the morning.
So tell us, guys, if you can top that on one of the most unexpected places that you fell asleep.
All right, let us know what's it. So tell us, Mayit, what's popping in
So
Bollywood
I gotta
land?
tell y'all that you have got to catch Aruna Beniwal in action as she makes her Bollywood entry alongside Ayush Sharma in this song called Dil Fisa Gaya.
Uh-huh.
Dil Fisa Gaya. All right, and she is an absolute beauty. So guys, go check out that song on YouTube right now. Dil Fisal Gaya. All right, and I also Deepika Padukone. So Rohit Shetty is the director for the movies Singham. And we all know how successful Singham movies are. So he says that he wants to make a solo film with Deepika Padukone for his cop universe after Singham 3 because he thinks that she really makes the cut for this type of movies, this type of action movie. And coming in Fighter and, recently all these movies like Pathan and so on, I think maybe she's perfect for that kind of role. Let us know in the comment section if you want to see Deepika Padukone in a bad girl type of role. Let us know.
All right then. So if you're living between these areas, some better hope to success and A to E Fields of Fire. Better hope to success, A to E Fields of Fire. The Guyana Power and Light would like to let you know that power will be restored at approximately 13 hours 30 today. Just letting you know that.
Okay.
Better hope to success and A to E Fields of Fire. It will be restored at approximately 1:30 or 13 hours 30 today. There you go. A message from your friends at GPL.
Far from GPL. By the way, speaking of which, I've got to tell you guys something. I am currently in St. Martin, and I am so impressed with the amount of Guyanese that are here. And I'll tell you this, it's not just Guyanese that are here for 2 years, 3 years. Every single Guyanese that we've met has been here for over 20 years, starting from our arrival at the airport. As a matter of fact, we rented cars. Our cars is from a Guyanese company because we supported them just because they're Guyanese.
Oh, nice.
And they were here. Their names are Ravi and Mala. And they have been here for 20 years in this country.
Have they ever visited Guyana? I mean, come back?
Yes, they were there. They were there like 3 years ago.
Okay.
Yes. And I met my other friend, Chrissy, and her husband. And her husband has been here for over 32 years. And she's been here for almost 20 years. Yeah, and it is amazing. And then yesterday we met two of the most influential people in this country. We met Mr. and Mrs. Imran Amjad, and they're the owners of Motor World over here. As a matter of fact, his wife, Mrs. Reena Amjad, was the former finance minister of St. Martin.
Sweet.
And they were telling us a little story about how they are responsible for most of the Guyanese in this country because they would have brought them from a matter of fact, they're here for 42 years in St. Martin. And they said in the earlier days, they would have brought Guyanese over. And then if they brought 20, those 20 brought their families and their friends, and it kept on. So they said that, they were responsible for most of the Guyanese in this country. And I agree with them. As a matter of fact, very, very small world. They own Motor World over here, which is an auto company. And they own several other auto businesses. And most of our friends are working with their companies that we didn't realize until now. So I feel like I'm right at home in St. Martin with the amount of Guyanese that are here. And the people, they're so hospitable. The place is so beautiful. And I would really highly recommend that you guys come visit because you will not be a stranger here. You fit right at home.
All right. Well, we hope that the people in St. Martin, you got to encourage them to listen to us in Sabaki PR.
For sure. As a matter of fact, my friend Christy, her husband, he listens and watches Guyanese news and content more than he does in St. Martin. He's telling me things and updates that I am not even aware of.
He is Guyanese to the bone.
He is. As a matter of fact, they're building 2 homes in Guyana presently.
Nice.
So they're also they're supporting back here and back home.
That is so nice, and like the song says, no matter where you be, never forget that you're Guyanese. And I'm happy to see that they are all the way in St. Martin and they're still repping at 592. They're still repping at Golden Arrowhead or wherever they go.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. I was so happy. And do you know that the population here officially is about 90,000, but unofficially it's about 120,000. And they have over 45,000 nationalities here.
Wow.
Can you believe that? I don't know how to process that. It's amazing. There's Surinamese, Guyanese, there's Dutch, French, there is Serbian, Lebanese, Jamaicans, there's Indians. There's so many people here in St. Martin. It's amazing.
That is so true. That is. I mean, that's so nice. Like I said, that's so true. Excuse me. So we've got some more jokes are pouring in of what's happening. Shrida says he fell to sleep sometimes at my workplace. That's when I work a double shift. All right.
Yeah, that's understandable.
That's understandable. Rosita said at one time I was intoxicated and vomited up in the bathroom and slept right there.
I can understand because if you're intoxicated and you're vomited, your body is weak. So you might have shut down right there. That's understandable, but still funny.
I went to a wake with about 200 people there. Next thing I fall asleep about 8:30 p.m. They sang so much it knocked me right off to Duduland. Oh my goodness gracious me. That is so funny.
I have a friend who got home, drive perfectly fine from where he left to home, reach home, hit the front of his car to the wall, to their fence, stepped away right there. Until he reach home because of accident and sleep away right there.
Nafisa says, this is not a small days. I was married. And she said, at dinner time, we would eat and fall asleep with my hand in my plate. OMG, LOL.
Oh my God. we get drops, man.
It gotta be that. Oh my goodness gracious me. Let us continue to pour those in. Let us know what is some I don't think two that stands out for me. Your late uncle, God rest his soul. When he slept away in the latrine, and then the Nafisa says she fall asleep with her plate with her hand in her plate. Those are the two things that stands out for me.
Let us know, guys. We're continuing that discussion. Let us know what are some of the most unexpected places that you fell asleep.
Let us know.
Some persons fell asleep. They reach home, they're high, they're intoxicated. They're going to take off their shoes and fall asleep right to the front of the door.
Let us know. I wonder if I'll ever sleep on radio. I wonder. That'll be embarrassing, especially with the camera on.
We have to get dropsy in the radio. Well, you know what? We can neither deny or confirm.
No, we can't.
We can't. We just want to hear about you, but you won't hear about us.
Let's go.
Or listen to you.
14 minutes after 10 o'clock.
तो ये जाना सनम, प्यार होता है दीवाना सनम, तुझे देखा तो ये जाना सनम, प्यार होता है दीवाना सनम, अब यहाँ से कहाँ जाएं हम, तेरी बाहों में मर जाएं हम,
तुझे देखा तो ये जाना सनम।
न जाने मेरे दिल को क्या हो गया, अभी तो यही था अभी खो गया, न जाने मेरे दिल को क्या हो गया, अभी तो यही था अभी खो गया,
हो गया है तुझको तो प्यार सजना, लाख कर ले तू इनकार सजना, हो गया है तुझको तो प्यार सजना, लाख कर ले तू इनकार सजना, दिलदार सजना है ये प्यार सजना।
हो गया है तुझको तो प्यार सजना, लाख कर ले तू इनकार सजना, दिलदार सजना है ये प्यार सजना। देखा न तूने मुड़ के भी पीछे, कुछ देर तो मैं रुका था, ना चाहूं सोना चांदी, ना चाहूं हीरा मोती, ये मेरे किस काम के,
Showdown will be through.
ना
Showdown.
मांगू बंगला बाड़ी, ना मांगू घोड़ा गाड़ी, ये तो है बस नाम के, देती है दिल दे बदले में दिल के, देती है दिल दे बदले में दिल के,
घे 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 घेरे साहिबा प्यार में सौदा नहीं, घे 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 घेरे साहिबा प्यार में सौदा नहीं, झूठ बोले अरे झूठ बोले कौवा काटे, काले कौवे से डरियो, मैं मायके चली जाऊंगी तुम देखते रहियो, मैं मायके चली जाऊंगी तुम देखते रहियो, झूठ बोले अरे झूठ बोले कौवा काटे, काले कौवे से डरियो, मैं मायके चली जाऊंगी तुम देखते रहियो, मैं मायके चली जाऊंगी तुम देखते रहियो।
ले जाएंगे दिल वाले दुल्हनिया ले जाएंगे, हाँ ले जाएंगे दिल वाले दुल्हनिया ले जाएंगे, अरे रह जाएंगे घर वाले देखते रह जाएंगे, अरे ले जाएंगे दिल वाले दुल्हनिया ले जाएंगे।
ये गलियां ये चौबारा यहाँ आना ना दोबारा, ये गलियां ये चौबारा यहाँ आना ना दोबारा, अब हम तो भये परदेसी
हसीनो लो मैं आ गया बचना ए हसीनो लो मैं आ गया हुस्न का आशिक हुस्न का दुश्मन अपनी अदा है यारों से जुदा है हो बचना ए हसीनो लो मैं आ गया
आप यहाँ आए किस लिए
आपने बुलाया इसलिए
आए हैं तो काम भी बताइए
ना पहले जरा आप मुस्कुराइए
आप यहाँ आए किस लिए
मैं निकला ओ गड्डी लेके मैं निकला ओ गड्डी लेके और रास्ते पर वो सड़क में एक मोड़ आया मैं उठ दिल छोड़ आया एक मोड़ आया मैं उठ दिल छोड़ आया रब जाने कब गुजरा अमृतसर ओ कब जाने लाहौर आया मैं उठ दिल छोड़ आया एक मोड़ आया मैं उठ दिल छोड़ आया
चुप चुप खड़े हो जरूर कोई बात है पहली मुलाकात है ये पहली मुलाकात है पहली मुलाकात है ये पहली मुलाकात है चुप चुप खड़े हो जरूर कोई बात है पहली मुलाकात है ये पहली मुलाकात है पहली मुलाकात है ये पहली मुलाकात है राजा की आएगी बारात रंगीली होगी रात मगन में नाचूंगी हो मगन में नाचूंगी राजा की आएगी बारात रंगीली होगी रात मगन में नाचूंगी हो मगन में नाचूंगी
दूल्हे की सालियो हरे दुपट्टे वालियो दूल्हे की सालियो हरे दुपट्टे वालियो जूते दे दो पैसे ले लो जूते दे दो पैसे ले लो
दुल्हन के देवर तुम दिखलाना यूं तेवर दुल्हन के देवर तुम दिखलाना यूं तेवर पैसे दे दो जूते ले लो पैसे दे दो जूते ले लो
सोनी सोनी अखियों वाली दिल दे जा तू गाली सोनी सोनी अखियों वाली दिल दे जा रे हमको तू गाली हम तेरे दीवाने हैं हम आशिक मस्ताने हैं हम तेरे दीवाने हैं हम आशिक मस्ताने हैं
रूप तेरा सोना सोनी तेरी पायल रूप तेरा सोना सोना सोनी तेरी पायल छन छना छन ऐसे छन के कर दे सबको घायल कह रहा आंखों का काजल इश्क में जीना मरना ये say shawa shawa mahiya say shawa shawa mahiya say shawa shawa mahiya say shawa shawa.
So the comments are pouring in this morning and I'm loving it. These two that I'm about to read are so funny. So I went to an Italian restaurant with my girlfriend. I was fighting my sleep, so I left her at a table to go to the restroom. I took a nap. 10 minutes wasn't back at the table. She came to the restroom, found me napping. She laughed at me until this day. Our conversation will always begin with, "Are you going to fall asleep on me?" So first thing she ordered from me for me is a cappuccino with a shot of espresso whenever we go anywhere.
So you are bound to stay up.
Natasha says, I was on vacation at the age of 22. My cousins took me out for the first time. I'm actually visiting a nightclub. Never had any alcohol in my life. One of my cousins offered me a beer. I'm not wanting to say that I've never had alcohol before. I proudly took this one. She took one mouthful and she got knocked out literally. She said, I literally put my head on the table and fell asleep until the party was over. I learned my lesson with alcohol. I was so ashamed for a very long time. Well, good thing she was over the age. She was 22. She was an adult. She had the beer. And, she had one mouthful. I took responsibility, people, must be 18 years and older. Had one mouthful, went to a nightclub, and fell asleep until the party was over. How funny is that? And I've got Susie saying, I fell asleep at JFK washroom. My cousin had to come and get me. She said this is the first time she was traveling, and she didn't able with the plane. She could not sleep in the plane, and she went to use the restroom and fell asleep in the airport washroom.
Oh my goodness!
So they're pouring in. We've got Rose joining us from Bushloft on the west coast of Berbice. We've got Mala Das joining us. Nadia says, well, one day I was watching a movie with my husband and I fell asleep in the chair. He left me right there because if I only wake up, I wouldn't get to sleep for the night. So when I wake up, it was 2 a.m. So she slept away watching a movie. That's all right. At least you were home. We've got Maladas joining us as well. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for all the outpouring of your weird places that you slept, from the latrine to JFK Airport to the washroom in the restaurant to the nightclub. Let us know where to watching a movie. Let us know where are some weird places that you just went to sleep. All right, we continue the great ones here on 99.1 and 99.5. When we come back, we got your movie recommendation of the day.
Say shawa shawa, Mahiya say shawa shawa.
Mahiya ve aaja mahi, Mahiya ve aaja, Mahiya ve aaja mahi, Mahiya ve aaja, Mahiya ve aaja mahi, Mahiya ve aaja, Mahiya ve aaja mahi, Mahiya ve aaja. दीवाना है देखो बेकरार वो
क्या जल्दी जाने की दीवाना हूँ माना सुनिए दीवाने की सुनिए तो रुकिए तो क्यों है खफा अरे कहिए तो ऐसी क्या जल्दी जाने की दीवाना ओ मना सुनिए दीवाने की हे 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 लड़के ने लड़की को छेड़ा तो ऐसा क्या तूफान हो गया लड़के ने लड़की को छेड़ा तो ऐसा क्या तूफान हो गया बुजुर्गों खुश हो जाओ कि लड़का जवान हो गया लड़के ने लड़की को छेड़ा तो ऐसा क्या तूफान हो गया बुजुर्गों खुश हो जाओ कि लड़का जवान हो गया लड़के ने लड़की को छेड़ा बनने की सहेली रेशम की डोरी छुप छुप के शर्माए देखे चोरी चोरी बन्नों की सहेली रेशम की डोरी छुप छुप के शर्माए देखे चोरी चोरी ये माने या न माने मैं तो इस पे मर गया ये लड़की हाय अल्लाह हाय हाय रे अल्लाह ये लड़की हाय अल्लाह हाय हाय रे अल्लाह
काबुल की गलियां ना चढ़के जाना पागल दीवाना इसको समझाना काबुल की गलियां ना चढ़के जाना पागल दीवाना इसको समझाना देखो जी देखो ये तो मेरे पीछे पड़ गया ये लड़का है अल्लाह हाय हाय रे अल्लाह ये लड़का है अल्लाह हाय हाय रे अल्लाह
सोनी तेरी चाल सोनी वे लगदी कमाल सोनी वे सोनी तेरी चाल सोनी वे लगदी कमाल सोनी वे मेरी मखना मेरी सोनी है मर जावा है तेरे बिन में सोनी तेरी चाल सोनी वे लगदी कमाल सोनी वे
हाय सोना मेरा यार सोना वे नचदा कमाल सोना वे
मेरी मखना मेरी सोनिए चन बलिए हम तेरे सनम ना होते और हम तेरे सनम ना होते पाउडर बन के तेरे गालों को सहलाते सहलाते
तेरी जान मन ना होते अरे हम तेरी जान मन ना होते पागल बन के तेरी आंखों पे सो जाते सो जाते
माथे पे चमके इसके सूरज की लाली होठों से झलके देखो मस्ती की प्याली पल खा
10 hours 35. I love this song. I love it. Definitely love this song. My youth. What's happening? Tell us what's happening.
Well, we've got your movie recommendation for today.
Uh-huh.
And this one is Bandhan. I personally saw this movie and I love it. And I wanted to share that with you this morning. So Bandhan is a 1998 action movie that goes for 2 hours and 39 minutes. You know, these 90s movies is
very long.
2 and 3 hours, right? So this one stars Salman Khan and husband. So Bandhan is the movie for today.
All right, do check it out. And remember, let us know. It will be posted on our social media page. So in case you want to get, an idea of what it's like. My youth, shall we continue with the great music?
Right. Let's continue, my youth.
All right.
खुशबू मोहब्बत की क्या कह रही है ये सुन लो सनम हे हक्का लिल्ला ये हक्का लिल्ला ये
तो चल तू मेरे साथ में दे दे साथिया हाथों को हाथ में
रहना है हर पल अब तेरे साथ में ले साथिया हाथों को हाथ में जाती हूँ मैं
जल्दी है क्या
घर के जिया
वो क्यों भला
जाती हूँ मैं
जल्दी है क्या
घर के जिया
वो क्यों भला
खुद से ही डरने लगी हूँ मैं प्यार करने लगी हूँ
खुद से जो इतना डरोगी तुम प्यार कैसे करोगी
जाती हूँ मैं
जल्दी है क्या
घर के जिया
वो क्यों भला
ओ मेरा दिल था अकेला तूने खेल ऐसा खेला तेरी याद में जागू रात भर बाजीगरों बाजीगर तू है बड़ा जादूगर बाजीगरों बाजीगर तू है बड़ा जादूगर
पहली पहली बार मिलाता है यही सीने में फिर आग लगाता है धीरे धीरे प्यार सिखाता है यही हंसाता है यही रुलाता है दिल तो पागल है दिल दीवाना है दिल तो पागल है दिल दीवाना है ओए ओए तेरे सी लड़की ओए ओए मेरे सा लड़का दिल के अंदर आने दे दरवाजा खुल जाने दे दिल के अंदर आने दे दरवाजा खुल जाने दे हंगामा हो जाने दे
तेरे सा लड़का मेरे सी लड़की दिल के अंदर आने दे दरवाजा खुल जाने दे दिल के अंदर आने दे दरवाजा खुल जाने दे हंगामा हो जाने दे
सोचा था, कब मैंने ये जाना था, कब मैंने ये सोचा था, कब मैंने ये जाना था, तुम इतने बदल जाओगे, तुम इतना मुझे चाहोगे, तुम इतना प्यार करोगे, तुम यूं इकरार करोगे मेरे महबूब मेरे सनम, शुक्रिया मेहरबानी करम, मेरे महबूब मेरे सनम, शुक्रिया मेहरबानी करम।
मेरे ख्वाबों में जो आए, आके मुझे छेड़ जाए, मेरे ख्वाबों में जो आए, आके मुझे छेड़ जाए, उससे कहो कभी सामने तो आए, मेरे ख्वाबों में जो आए, आके मुझे छेड़ जाए, उससे कहो कभी सामने तो आए, मेरे ख्वाबों में जो आए, आके मुझे छेड़ जाए, मेरे ख्वाबों में जो आए, आके मुझे छेड़ जाए, उससे कहो कभी सामने तो आए, मेरे ख्वाबों में जो आए, आके मुझे छेड़ जाए, उससे कहो कभी सामने तो आए, मेरे ख्वाबों में जो आए। कैसा है कौन है वो जाने कहाँ है, कैसा है कौन है वो जाने कहाँ है, जिसके लिए मेरे होठों पे हाँ है, अपना है या बेगाना है वो, सच है या कोई अफसाना है वो, देखे घूर घूर के यूं ही दूर दूर से, उससे कहो मेरी नींद न चुराए, मेरे ख्वाबों में जो आए, आके मुझे छेड़ जाए, उससे कहो कभी सामने तो आए, मेरे ख्वाबों में जो आए। जादू सा जैसे कोई चलने लगा है, जादू सा जैसे कोई चलने लगा है, मैं क्या करूं दिल में चलने लगा है, तेरा दीवाना हूँ कहता
So you want to say good morning to Fazila Khan, Sati Ramjas, DJ Rodesh saying big up yourself. So we've got Indy Kumar saying, I fell asleep a few times going home from work on the train and missed my stop. Woke up after I passed like 5 stops away. That's not easy because you have to go on the opposite side to get the train to take me to my stop. Look at that. Well, we hope you guys are enjoying the great music here on Sabaki PR. If you just joined us, my name is Joshua Van Slykeman. Selector Alex is the one on the ones and twos, playing us some great ones this morning. Buddy Pal Nagrady as well joining me. Together, we've got your company all the way to just about 11 o'clock. We've got about 50 minutes more before we wrap things up here. But we hope you guys are going to have a great one. We come here every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. to keep you company with some great music. If you're celebrating your birthday today, happy birthday to you. You're celebrating your anniversary or some other milestone. Congratulations to you. That brand new job. You've recently got that promotion. You got an increase in salary. Whatever it is you're celebrating today, we celebrate with you and we wish you all the very best. You're under the weather. We wish you a speedily recovery. You're not yourself this morning. You're feeling down. You're feeling depressed. We gotta tell you, hey, there's always that light at the end of the tunnel. Don't you dare give up. And of course, one day, I saw this on social media this morning and I smiled to myself. One day, you will get there, alright? And one day, all your soons will turn into finally. I need to get this, I need to get this. One day, it's going to turn into I finally have it, alright? Nothing before it's time. My grandma used to say Rome wasn't built in a day. And so we hope you guys are going to take that into consideration. But at the same time, you want to achieve certain things. You have some goals set before you. You've got to work towards achieving them, alright? One step at a time. So wherever you're joining us from this morning, we're happy that you can join us. We're happy that you've chosen Kaieteur Radio. I saw a lot of persons are joining us outside of that 592 zone. There's so many, Paul says this numerous times. There's so many stations you could have chosen to listen to, but you've chosen us, and we're super and forever grateful for that. Good morning to all those persons that are blasting us in their stores, to the customers shopping. Good morning to you. Hope you're going to have a great one. Remember to tune in to Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 and 99.5 FM, the radio with a difference. We cover you from coast to coast. And of course, you can also find us on Facebook at Kaieteur Radio. On our website at www.kaieteurnewsonline.com/radio. Mother's Day is around the corner. We got some great, exciting Mother's Day promotion for you. So stay tuned to our social media page. This upcoming new week, we're prepared to launch those. And as you know, we're still celebrating 5 years. So this is our way of saying thank you to all the mothers who join us throughout those 5 years. So we've got a great promotion coming up. I'm sure you're sticking to that. You want to hop on board, you want to become a sponsor on our Mother's Day promotion, feel free to link up yours truly. Call our marketing team on 225-8465 or 226-7455. And you can definitely hop on board and become a sponsor in the gold, bronze, platinum, and silver packages, alright? So call us, find out what those packages are, and we definitely will work something out for you, alright? Well, we've got to say our tata bye-byes around this time. But just before we do that, we've got to touch base with our buddy pal who's having some form of connectivity problem. But we want to wish you all the very best.
Talk to me, my youth.
My youth, what do you want to tell the people as we pull the curtains down this morning?
Well, it's Thursday, so for those of you who've been having a really, really rough week, I just want to remind you to hang in there. It is day. It is a silent day. Tomorrow will be Friday, and before you know it, it's going to be the weekend. And I know that many of you are probably, looking forward to whether it's relaxation or new adventures or just quiet time. Whatever it is, just hang in there, man.
All right, hang in there. Be good. Be positive. Be bold. Be you. And of course, we'll see you tomorrow.
See you. Take care, everyone. YouTube Buddy Pals,
YouTube
Select
Buddy
Alex,
Pal.
and all of our wonderful listeners and new people who joined us this morning. Good morning to you and have a great day.
Peace and love. On behalf of Selector Alex, have a great one, everybody.
लड़की का ख्याल रहता है, हर किसी के दिल में एक लड़की का ख्याल रहता है। कोई कहता है कोई छुपाता है, हो कोई कहता है कोई छुपाता है, अजब हाल रहता है।
हर किसी के दिल में एक लड़के का ख्याल रहता है।
How could she say that I'm playing she when it's she who wanted me? Oh my baby, I just can't believe how you could do this to me. What you want me do, what you want me say? If I only talk, she wants to leave me. On me, but don't leave me. How could she say that I'm playing she when it's she who wanted me?
Well, you come and meet me mother, and you come and meet me father. Yeah, you even meet me brother, the whole family. And when we was together, well, I swear was forever. But you're playing and only telling lies to me.
ओ सोनिए, ओ दिल जानिए, इसे खेल न समझो सनम जी, मैंने तुम्हें प्यार किया.
Well, you come and meet me mother, and you come and meet me father. Yeah, you even meet me brother, the whole family. And when we was together, well, I swear was forever. But you're playing and only telling lies to me.
ओ सोनिए, ओ दिल जानिए, इसे खेल न समझो सनम जी, मैंने तुम्हें प्यार किया.
After all of the lie and the pain, I don't know how to love you again.
Oh Priya, oh Priya.
After all of the lie and the pain, I don't know how to love you again.
हो तुम जैसी भी हो जो भी हो सनम जी, मैंने तुम्हें प्यार किया.
Get to the eye. Yo, give it. Of all the things I wanted, it was a family. But now the thought of that feeling like a memory. I try hard to be faithful and make you so happy, but now you come and take everything away from me. You don't have to take no worries, I could get over that. But when you're missing me, just know you can get me back.
ओ सोनिए, ओ दिल जानिए, इसे खेल न समझो सनम जी, मैंने तुम्हें प्यार किया.
After all of the lie and the pain, I don't know how to love you again.
Oh Priya, oh Priya.
After all of the lie and the pain, I don't know how to love you again.
हो तुम जैसी भी हो जो भी हो सनम जी, मैंने तुम्हें प्यार किया.
People tell me things that you went out and you do. Well, you come and meet me mother, and you come and meet me father. Yeah, you even meet me brother, the whole family. And when we was together, well, I swear was forever. But you're playing and only telling lies to me.
ओ सोनिए, ओ दिल जानिए, इसे खेल न समझो सनम जी, मैंने तुम्हें प्यार किया.
Well, you come and meet me mother, and you come and meet me father. Yeah, you even meet me brother, the whole family. And when we was together, well, I swear was forever. But you're playing and only telling lies to me.
ओ सोनिए, ओ दिल जानिए, इसे खेल न समझो सनम जी, मैंने तुम्हें प्यार किया.
After all of the lie and the pain, I don't know how to love you again.
Oh Priya, oh Priya.
After all of the lie and the pain, I don't know how to love you again. हो तुम जैसी भी हो जो भी हो सनम जी मैंने तुम्हें प्यार किया. K to the I. Yo, give it. Of all the things I wanted, it was a family. But now the thought of that feeling like a memory. I try hard to be faithful and make you so happy. But now you come and take everything away from me. You don't have to take no worries, I could get over that. But when you're missing me, there's no you can get me back. Oh, soniye, oh dil janiye, इसे खेल न समझो सनम जी मैंने तुम्हें प्यार किया. After all of the lie and the pain, I don't want to love you again. Oh Priya, oh Priya. After all of the lie and the pain, I don't want to love you again. हो तुम जैसी भी हो जो भी हो सनम जी मैंने तुम्हें प्यार किया. People tell me things that you went out and you do. I never thought that I would hear these things from you. But let me tell you something you probably never hear. I could part with real things, but woman I don't share. You don't have to take no worries, I could get over that. But when you're missing me, there's no you can get me back. Oh soniye, oh dil janiye, इसे खेल न समझो सनम जी मैंने तुम्हें प्यार किया. After all of the lie and the pain, I don't want to love you again. Used to have my player days, plenty woman on my phone. Used to call it my bad ways, 20 woman in my home. This Mother's Day, celebrate in style and give mom the chance to win big. Simply top up with $1,000 or more for a chance to be one of 5 lucky winners of a brand new, fully stocked French door fridge with groceries worth over $550,000 each. One winner will be selected weekly from April 5th to May 9th. Start topping up today. Digicel, the network for everyone, everywhere.
This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
With your news in capsule, my name is Joshua Van Slykeman. After several years of neglect, a section of the roof of the Starbuck Wharf collapsed on Wednesday morning at around 10 hours 27, injuring 5 persons and causing great distress to several vendors who ply their trade in the area. Two of the injured persons, identified as Abdul Kumar and Marvin Seeley, were transported to the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation for further evaluation and treatment. President Irfan Ali, along with several ministers, the mayor of Georgetown, and opposition leader Aubrey Norton, visited the scene to assess the situation and provide assurance to the vendors and citizens affected by the incident. The remaining unsafe structure will be promptly demolished to prevent any further risks to public safety. The Guyana government late last week signed off on the 6th project for the ExxonMobil-led consortium operating in the Stabroek Block, the Whiptail. The expanded production of this project poses a risk not only to the availability of skills for the domestic labor force, but to potentially an increase in the prices for goods and services on the domestic market, due to a high demand for them, which will result in an even steeper increase in the cost of living. This is documented in the environmental impact assessment that was submitted to the Environmental Protection Agency. Expounding on the rationale for this conclusion, the EIA noted that with the coming on board of the Whiptail project, the domestic sector will lose more of its skilled employees to the oil sector, and the demand will increase for goods and services locally. The document outlines that with the $12.7 billion Whiptail development project, there will in fact be no direct impact on the country's administrative divisions, population distribution, or education system.
And that's the news of the moment. Remember to get the full details of these stories, pick up a copy of the Kaieteur News. And don't forget, you can catch us on the MyTuner app as well as the Radio Garden app. You can also keep up to date by liking our Facebook page at Kaieteur Radio and subscribing to our YouTube channel, Kaieteur Radio Livestream. Oh, also catch our stream at www.kaieteurnewsonline.com/radio. Want value for your advertising dollar? Then place your ads on Kaieteur Radio's newscasts. Streamed live on 6 different mediums, reaching hundreds of thousands. Advertise today and watch your dollar grow. Call us on 225-8465 or 226-8210 today.
The third world is not poor. You don't go to poor countries to make money. There are very few poor countries in this world. Only the people are poor. When people didn't have enough to eat, when people were driven to the edge of desperation, there's billions to be made there, to be carved out and to be taken. The capitalist European and North American powers have carved out and taken the timber, the bauxite. They have taken out of these countries. These countries are not underdeveloped. They're overexploited. They're overexploited. They're overexploited.
Diana, join me on the Glenn Lal Show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7:20 p.m. and a rebroadcast at 11 a.m. The Glenn Lal Show, only on Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 and 99.5 FM.
If you people waiting to see more than what is staring you in your face with Barra Jagdeo and this oil, you gotta be a complete fool. So prepare to be a slave forever. Look what Barra Jagdeo is hiding and doing to this nation. Yesterday, Kaieteur News found out that the Attorney General moved quietly to the Caribbean Court of Justice, the highest court in the region, to reverse our appeal court decision, blocking the government from joining ExxonMobil to fight against 2 Guyanese that took Exxon and the EPA to court over full oil spill protection. You hear that? 2 ordinary citizens fighting to secure all of us with full compensation and protection from an oil spill. This government moving quietly, fighting against that. Let me refresh your memory. Justice Kissoon ordered Exxon to hand Guyana that full protection. The EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, who are obligated by law to protect this country and its people, joined with Exxon and appealed that matter. Jagdeo then get the AG to join EPA with ExxonMobil in that appeal. The appeal court, on its first hearing, asked the AG, what you come here for? This got nothing to do with you. And promptly kicked the AG out the case. You know what happened next, guys? That AG moved to the CCJ over a month ago to get himself installed in that case. To fight against those two Guyanese. And of course, the judgment of Justice Kissoon, and didn't say a single word to this nation. Bara Jagdeo held 5 press conferences since that happened and never mentioned a single word about this major development. Is this a government you can trust with your life and your children's future? Now, those 2 citizens with the lawyers have to represent themselves at the CCJ, which will cost time and lots of money. God Almighty, tell me why Bara Jagdeo doing this to this nation. You know, this is not sad anymore for Guyana. This is doomsday. God forbid. Not if, but when an oil spill happens out there. Guyana and this region is heading for a disaster with an oil spill never seen before in the history of mankind. The Vice President and the Attorney General, both, instead of securing full protection, compensation from an oil spill, now fighting against that in the appeal court. Anil Nandalal said 2 days ago how oil companies will pay for an oil spill. Listen to him.
If it is 100 billion US, then that is what we are entitled to. It is not limited in any form or fashion by this assurance. That is the kind of misconception and misunderstanding that is being pushed in certain quarters of the press.
If an oil spill cost 100 billion, they will pay, according to Anil. Oil spill in Alaska. Exxon drag out a 5 billion judgment for 15 long years and got it reduced to 450 million, 10% in their own country. Oil spill in Nigeria. Shell Oil Company didn't pay. Oil spill in Ecuador, 18 billion US, was reduced to 9.5 billion. Chevron still didn't pay. Them gonna pay Guyana, according to that clown Anil. If he's so sure Exxon will pay oil spill damages, then why not put it in writing? Why move secretly to the CCJ to fight against the judgment of Justice Kissoon, who ordered full protection for this nation? Now, let's fast forward a bit more to the man directly in charge of the oil sector, Bharat Jagdeo. He has just added more danger to this country and the region in that permit he issued for that 6th oil project last week. He is now making himself God unto this land. In that permit, he is saying he and Exxon will decide how much Exxon will pay for an oil spill. Look the clause there. He didn't stop there. Bharat Jagdeo is now telling the citizens of Guyana and the region, if we are affected by an oil spill, If our lives and livelihood are shattered or destroyed, that is not government business anymore. We, the citizens, must go in our pockets or beg for help like the Nigerians and take ExxonMobil to court to put back our lives and livelihood together. God bless Guyana, this region and its people, with these two gentlemen. And may He also bless me. Today, as I celebrate 30 years with Kaieteur News, I ask one question. Should the Vice President of Guyana still be sitting in charge, managing this heaven the Creator has blessed us with in Guyana? If you people waiting to see more than what is staring you right in front your face with Him and this oil, you got to be a fool, so prepare to be a slave forever. Look what He's hiding from us. Look at that headline. ExxonMobil refused to show the auditors where the oil meters there on the ship. The FPSO. Then tell the auditors their job is only to check what them spending and not how much them digging out. Who could beat that? You send your accountant to check and verify the books of your business partner, and that partner telling your accountant he can only check the expenses and not how much gold he dig up and sell. Tell me, what you would do with that partner? Would you continue doing business with him? Well, Guyana, our beloved leader, the Vice President of Guyana, Dr. Barra Jagdeo, is doing much worse than that with ExxonMobil. This man has been hiding those audit reports with many, many more skullduggeries from us and handing Exxon more and more oil projects to continue doing Guyana that. Should this man still be sitting in that office a minute longer? This man refusing to fence the oil projects in which every household in this country is currently losing millions a year alone on that. Should he still be sitting there? This man, 4 years now refusing to put in our own meters at those pumps, losing another set of millions in your homes. Should this man still be sitting in that chair? This man also not capping the interest rates on Exxon, losing even more billions in your home. Again, I ask, should he still be sitting in that office? This man blatantly refusing to let us see the reviews that was done on those 10, 12, and 13 billion US oil projects costs. Telling the reporters, go to GRA, ask the minister, go back to that one, go check with them. Always sending the reporters on a wild goose chase, week after week, months after months, while every home continued to lose another set of millions from it. Tell me, should he still be sitting in that chair? This man refusing to release those oil companies' expenses for us to see. You have an idea how much more millions your home is losing out there again? You tell me, should this man still be sitting there? This man refused to ask for a quarter cent more on royalties, or even a half cent taxes from these new oil projects, should he still be living in that chair? This man is on record saying several times how he will renegotiate all those contracts when he gets into office. What happened today? Tell me, people, should he still be sitting there? This man even went and joined Exxon in an ongoing court battle to deny this country and the entire region of our rights to full protection and compensation from an oil spill. God Almighty, should that man, Bharat Jagdeo, still be in that office? President Ali? Guys, let me be very blunt as I can get on this. With that man there, y'all will never, ever be able to enjoy the heaven our Creator has blessed us with in His land. Always remember, the power of the people is much stronger than the people in power. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, people. It's you who put them there. Come 2025, you have a choice. God bless you. What you're looking at there is the entire Stabroek block, which I believe holds about 90% of Guyana's oil in it, that Exxon controls since 1999. According to the agreement, Exxon relinquished, meaning hand back Guyana portion, which became the Kaieteur and Kanji oil blocks today. I am told when they were handing it back, Exxon offered to buy it from Guyana so that Guyana could have drawn down some cash, pay off its debt, and from then start living debt-free. But it was just given away to companies weeks and days before the 2015 elections free, who then flipped it, sell it to ExxonMobil, and walk away with the money that should have been in Guyana's pocket. Could be that. Don't ask me how much billions the owners received. I don't know. You know? Well, that is one piece of the puzzle we have been trying to solve years now. And who really enjoying the fruits, them billions? Bharat Jagdeo promised at his very first press conference after taking office in 2020 to carry out an investigation and release the names of the persons who is really enjoying the money Exxon pay for those 2 oil blocks. 3 years later, listen what Bharat Jagdeo telling this nation last week.
Sir, going back to when you took office in 2020, at your first press conference, you would have promised to release the names of the beneficiaries for the Kaieteur and Kanji oil blocks. Can you provide us an update of when this will be done?
I think that's already known. These beneficiaries are known. I'm sure it's known in the area already. That's been done hundreds of times already. So please go and do your research. You know who they are, the people are. So why you're asking me? You know who they are. In fact, you wrote articles criticizing people, saying that they didn't have the experience. Not you, but Kaieteur News. But that's what I'm talking about, because you represent Kaieteur News here. You wrote articles complaining the people didn't have experience, and you don't know who the beneficiaries are now?
Did the reporter touch his nerve, his tongue, or his pocket? I'm just asking. With no investigation done, Jagdeo is telling this nation that we know everything already. Yes, Mr. Jagdeo, we know, but we don't know everything. We only know the 2 oil blocks were granted to 2 companies, but that's not the question. The question is, who is enjoying that sale money? The people who received the oil blocks? That's what the nation wants to know. And that's the investigation you promised to carry out to let the nation know who really receive and enjoying those billions. Don't look at me and get upset. It's not me. I am just like you, who wants to know who is enjoying my share as a Guyanese. If you don't want to know about your share, that is your business. I want to know about mine. And he getting upset when reporters asking him to account for our resources. Believe that? Getting annoyed for asking about our future. Wow. Wow. Don't worry. I will continue barking in your yards and on the streets for a livable wage. And have a nice day. Look at a headline Kaieteur News found out 2 days ago. ExxonMobil refused to show the auditors where them have the oil meters on the ship. The FPSO. Then tell the auditors their job is to check the expenses and not how much oil them pumping up. Gosh, is when are you going to put a stop to the looting of this oil when everything is empty? You send your accountant to check and verify the books of your business partner, and that partner telling your accountant he can only check the expenses and not how much gold he dig up and sell. Tell me, guys, you want to continue doing business with that partner that way? Well, y'all beloved, the Vice President of Guyana, Dr. Bharat Jagdeo, is doing much worse than that with ExxonMobil. This man has been deliberately hiding those same audit findings from our eyes with many, many more skullduggeries in it. And still going to hand ExxonMobil more and more oil projects. The 6th oil project coming up for ExxonMobil to continue doing Guyana that same thing. Clap your hands for that. Last week again, for a millionth time, Jagdeo was asked at his press conference, when will he release those audit reports to the public? After sending the reporters on a wild goose chase months after months to get it. He have them going to the minister, to the GRA boss, to here, to there, check with this one, check with that one, getting nowhere. Listen, please listen to the question my reporter asked him last week and listen to his answer.
One more. In relation to, I'm going to call it a wild goose chase with us and you and the Ministry of Natural Resources and the GRA, with relation to the release of the audits for the oil audit reports. Can you say when we're going to have some sort of a definite date or a time frame when these reports can be released? Because we come here, we ask you, you send us to GRA or the Ministry of Natural Resources, and then when we reach out to them, they don't respond via call or text, and then we have to end up back here. So we're asking, when can these reports be released?
The fourth area is GRA. I will look into this matter directly, what's holding it up. Personally, I will look into this.
He will look into the matter personally, what is holding it up. Let's wait and see, guys. If the reporters have to ask him back again that question, because he said he gets tired answering the same questions over and over. You can listen to him again.
So let me go through a couple of these things. I have the distinct memory of responding to almost every one of these issues. But I'm going to respond once again with the hope that you're not going to come back another 3 months and ask me the same questions. And that might be a distant hope, but I'm still hopeful. Sometimes I get bored also in coming here because I have to respond to the same things over and over again. And the opposition doesn't deal with policy. So every week it's very hard. If they had policies and they were proposing policy positions, it would be easy for me to come here and rebut policies or share our views. So they don't. So I have to fight boredom here. But since you asked the questions, I'll respond to them one more time.
He gets bored answering the same questions over and over. Questions that he never give a straightforward answer to. So what do? How many times didn't we ask him for those audit reports? How many times the reporters didn't ask him for the third, the fourth, and the fifth oil project reviews? And to now, guys, the third is pumping, and the fourth will begin soon. And this country has not heard a word when he will release those reports on the 9, 10 and 13 billion US oil project costs. What should we do in the media? The eyes and ears of the Guyanese people. Tell me. Just shut him out and allow he and ExxonMobil to rob this nation billions of US dollars on those projects? You tell me in the comment section, and please click the like button if you like this TikTok and share it. Teachers barking in the streets, and are you barking in your yards over the hell are you going through, while ExxonMobil enjoying the heaven in your country, singing sweet songs while y'all shedding bitter tears. It is unbelievable what these political scumbags doing to the citizens in this fastest growing country on earth. Selling we out, betraying and enslaving us all. Look at that headline. The king of ExxonMobil, one of the richest companies on earth today, is telling Yahoo News 2 days ago how Guyana is the best thing ever happened to them in the history of the oil and gas business. If you don't know what that means, the deal these good-for-nothing scumbags give ExxonMobil, it will take them to the stars up in the heaven. This deal is so sweet that Exxon is fighting in the international court to buy back the shares they had once sold to Hess Corporations in Guyana's oil basin. And look how you, the Guyanese people, living. Teachers barking like dogs in the streets, protesting for a livable wage, while the government and the union barking in the courts over a couple cent salary increase for them. Can you beat that? Who can beat these scumbags handing Exxon over 4 billion US of our oil profits every year because they refuse to fence the oil projects and borrowing more than half of that from overseas banks to run this country? Who can beat that? You didn't hear what I said. Who gives away 4 billion US every year that can double all the public servant salaries, the pensioners, police, soldiers, fire and prison officers in this country, and still have more than enough to give every household a solid monthly paycheck? Y'all help me. You know what? I don't think anything is wrong with these scumbags here in Guyana. I think many things is wrong with you, the Guyanese people. Don't get rid of this slave mentality and get rid of it quickly. I would forever be slaves to the white man and these scumbags. Very soon, y'all gonna be scraping here and scratching there to find a meal. Fence the oil projects, cap the interest rates, stop paying the exploration costs, check those inflated bills, and demand we own meters at the pumps. That is what y'all should have been barking about in the streets and in our yards. And y'all should have been doing it morning, noon, and night. Like me, cuss me, kiss me, or hate me. This is a message from a proud Guyanese named Glenn Lal. The Vice President of Guyana, Bharat Exxon Jagdeo, was asked to explain the various billions in expenses Exxon has submitted in their financials to Guyana for the years 2021 and 2022. Please listen what he's telling the reporter. Write and ask Exxon for an explanation. Don't ask he. Don't ask he who's in charge of Guyana's oil business, where we have a 50% profit sharing agreement with Exxon.
We have been able to get expenses, the financial for Exxon's expensive in a year.
Okay. But again, all right, go on.
Yeah, we have gotten the financial for the year 2020, 2021. Can you say if the financials for the year 2022 is out, if it's public, and if not, when can we get that?
So they have to file these, okay? They have to file these financial statements. When they file them, they would be in the public domain. So I don't answer for Exxon.
Okay. We've seen we took a look at the financials, we've seen some significant costs. In the case, depreciation and amortization cost stands at 170 billion. Can you say, does the government know what is being depreciated and what is being...
Yes, the ministry would know what is depreciated and stuff like that. But I'm not going to go through any financials here because I think Kaieteur has even a more rudimentary understanding of the financials than I do, and number two, that it can't be done at a press conference. If you want to have that, why don't you submit in writing to Exxon? Ask them, we've noticed the following things. Do a comprehensive story and say this is all false. But if you don't have the data, how do you conclude that it is false or it's real?
He knows that the public doesn't have the data, the information needed to determine what these expenses are. So the media must write a comprehensive story and ask Exxon to explain the billions. And when they will submit their next financials. Believe that? He never got time to talk about that at his press conference. But he find time to talk about Burnham and the PNC 50 years ago every goddamn week at his press conferences. He doesn't have to answer for Exxon. That oil out there belongs to ExxonMobil and Bharat Exxon Jagdeo, not me and you. The same answer he gave another reporter when he was asked about the interest rate Exxon is taking out on the loans they're using on those projects out there. Guyana must go ask Exxon first and then go back to he for an answer. Everything Guyana needs to know in a 50-50 partnership, we must ask Exxon, don't ask he. When he doesn't fumbles, stumbles, and concoct stories, he sends you to ExxonMobil. Look at it. Hundreds of billions coming out each year from this starving nation's oil profits. And asking Jagdeo for a simple explanation what some of those things mean and what are we paying lease interests on? Give us a breakdown. We must ask Exxon. This country is only getting worse every day with Bharat Exxon Jagdeo in charge. Good going, eh? Aubrey Norton, afraid of two words: renegotiation and ring fencing. One of the brightest and most experienced oil and gas brother in the Caribbean is the Trinidad and Tobago oil minister named Stuart Young. This man came to Guyana and made a bold presentation at the oil and gas conference held at the Marriott earlier this week that should send every Guyanese into the streets until these leaders come to their senses. He boldly told that oil conference that he's willing to help renegotiate that slave contract so that the Guyanese people can benefit from their oil resources. He even said over the years he has renegotiated most of Trinidad gas contracts and not a single investor left that country. If that is not an insult, an embarrassment, or a slap in the faces of these nincompoops are just running, staining on your fingers for in this country, then I don't know what else is. Natural gas is a trash can to oil, especially the oil Guyana has. In short, people, gas brings in pennies, while oil brings in trillions of US dollars. But according to these morons we have in this country, Exxon will pack up them bag and go away if we ask for renegotiation. Aubrey Norton has been holding one head with Bharat Jagdeo when it comes to that word. I should say both words, renegotiation and ring fencing. My reporter asked Aubrey Norton to respond to that Trinidad minister. Please listen to him.
I have said from the inception that we believe the law, the contract provides for us to engage Exxon to get a better deal for the Guyanese people. We have no problem with that. I've also said no one will choose our language. We are not compelled to say renegotiate. It has connotations way past its appearance. And so I want to make it very clear. No one is going to choose the language we use on this question. We are a matured political party. We understand politics. We understand what is happening in the oil and gas sector. And we also, I know some people don't like to hear when you talk about sanctity of contract, but it's a reality of international law. And therefore, I am not going to be influenced by loose comments and join loose comments. Our comments will always be well thought out. We have an oil and gas committee that sits, discusses these issues, and we make pronouncement based on our discussions. I would say, from the presentation I made, we are disposed to obtaining assistance from all who can help. But that doesn't permit them to choose the language we use in explaining what we want to explain and the message we want to get over to our people and the international community. Many of us, all of us that sit in that committee have had university education. We consider ourselves of a certain quality and caliber, and therefore we think that we should treat those who raise issue with us with respect, but at the same time, they shouldn't believe that they have the right to determine what language we use.
He said, from inception, he believes the contract provides for us to engage Exxon to get better deal for the Guyanese people. And he got no problem with that. What he got a problem with is that no one should try to choose his language. He is not compelled to say renegotiation, because renegotiation got meaning way past its appearance. He wants to make it very clear no one is going to choose the language he will use on the question of renegotiation. He said the PNC is a matured political party. Them understand politics. Them understand what is happening in the oil and gas sector. And he knows some people don't like to hear about sanctity of contract. He damn well right. But it's a reality of international law, and he's not going to be influenced by loose comments people make. His comments will always be well thought out, as they have an oil and gas committee that is made up of persons who attended university and are well informed and educated. They meet and discuss these issues, so they will choose their own words. He says he welcomes assistance, and he will treat people who give us advice with respect. But them must not believe them have the right to choose their language they want to use. There's two words Aubrey Norton running away from: renegotiation and ring fencing. He doesn't want to hear those two words. He frightened them. Every time he opened his mouth, he wants more for the people of Guyana. But when you talk about renegotiation and ring fencing the oil projects, you know what he does? He just wake up 5 o'clock in the morning and pen a letter to the Kaieteur News editor telling us he never used the word renegotiation. Look, it's there. If I want fire stick in the night to see what you all seeing so bright and clear in the day, then the hellhole for you in Guyana is getting deeper by the day. By the day, with these two men, Barra Jagdeo and Aubrey Norton. Last week, my reporter asked Aubrey Norton, the opposition leader, what's his party's position on meters at the oil pump. Listen the answer he gave.
I believe we need our own meters so that we can monitor and know what is happening. We should not rely on Exxon to give us information. To me, that is unacceptable. I've said that before. I want to make it clear here again.
He believes we need our own meters so that we can know what is happening. We should not rely on Exxon to give us information. To he, that is unacceptable. I have said that before, and I want to make it clear here again. 4 years. 4 years now, this country pumping oil, his oil. He knows Guyana don't have our own meters at any one of the oil pumps. Every week, he and his party holds press conferences, complains at every one of them over the high cost of living in this country, and not complaining about meters at the oil pumps. He have to be asked by my reporter before he can tell this nation he believes we need our own meters at the pump. He have his supporters every week in front GCOM, protesting, waving flags and shouting, "Wicked Claret must go. We want a clean voters list." But not a protest, waving flags in front President Ali office or Jagdev's office, shouting, "Wicked Ali and Jagdev must go. We want meters at the pumps." That is not on his agenda. Are you in good hands with these misfits parading themselves as leaders? And have a nice day. I have seen many comedies in my lifetime, but this one takes the cake. The opposition leader in Guyana, Abricanton Norton, is now telling the nation of an oil-rich country that he will not reveal the names and qualifications of his oil and gas committee members appointed by his party. And that his party will also not reveal their plans for the management of the oil sector until the opportune time, because he believes the government will adapt their policies. My God, listen to him.
Yes, thank you. Good day, everyone. This is Davina from Kaieteur Radio. Mr. Norton, just a few questions from me on your. I'm trying to get some clarity on your oil and gas committee that you referenced some time ago. Would you mind sharing with us the names of your committee, oil and gas committee, and maybe some of your qualifications? Can you say how many persons are on that team? And what would be some of your plans? What are some of their plans for the oil and gas sector? Would you mind sharing briefly what would be some of those? Mr. Jagdeo has said before that the opposition seems to have no plan when it comes to the oil sector, because you previously said you'll reveal those later to the election. But would you mind sharing with us some of your plans? And specifically when it comes to the reviews and the multi-billion-dollar projects being pursued by Exxon, are you comfortable with those reviews? And finally, on the ring-fencing issue, you did say that you would have to seek some more information. I'm just seeking an update to see whether you were able to make any progress on that.
Now, I've answered the first question before many times. No, I will not say who comprises our oil and gas committee. I can say to you that it has expertise both at home. The reason I wouldn't, I've been in politics a long time, and I know people will seek to access those persons and influence their position. In some regard, you're dealing with a government that would bribe itself. Why would I tell a government like this who are the members of our oil and gas group? I wouldn't. And we have no apologies for it. That's the first thing I want to say about that. Second,
would you mind at least telling us how many members are on that body?
I can say to you it's more than 8. Let me say this. I have said that we will release our oil and gas plans at the appropriate time.
This man and his party says basically nothing about oil at their weekly press conferences if they're not asked. Telling us he has a well-educated and qualified oil and gas committee and afraid to tell the nation who they are. And that he will disclose their oil and gas plan at the right time. You can beat an opposition leader like that? Huh? This is a special person What you say? Since 2015, Guyana discovered massive oil that can lift this country out of poverty into a first world nation. His party signed that one-sided deal or contract, whatever word you want to call it. And 8 years later, back in the opposition, telling this nation that them have an oil plan which the nation will see at the right time. Because the government will thief it. And that the names of his oil and gas committee members, more than 8 of them, both from local and overseas, will not be released because the government will victimize the people. In some regard, you're dealing with a government that would bribe itself. So why would I tell the government? Why would I tell a government like this? Who are the members of our oil and gas group? I wouldn't. And I have no apologies for it. His own words. That was his answers to the question put to him by my reporter. Are you in great hands with these misfits for leaders? And have a good day. The former African ambassador to Washington, D.C., Dr. Arikana Chiambori, give one of the best examples of where we are as black, brown, and purple people in this world today. She said, we are bending over, and on top of our backs is the dining table with a variety of dishes. And around it is the white people feasting on it all. Feasting on our food. And the sign under the table reads, you only have to raise up. Listen to her.
It is the educated who are refusing to challenge the status quo and speak on our behalf, educated or not. So I'd like to answer your question by saying our miseducation is what is leading us to the Africa that we are today, an Africa that cannot stand up and defend our turf with facts, with our truths. Ours is a simple issue. You see, truths and facts, these are constants that never change. All we gotta do is stand up. I'd like to end by saying, some of you have seen a poster. There were black men who were bending over, and there was a table on their backs. And at the bottom, it simply said, and on top, of course, sitting around the table, were white people who were feasting. And the caption simply said, all we gotta do is stand up. Mm-hmm. Why have we failed to stand up?
Thank you.
All we have to do is stand up, get up, raise up, and stop bending over. Stop being the table for the foreigners to feast on. The longer you take to straighten your back, the longer you will remain colonized, in which no food will be left for you, your children, your grandchildren, and their children. Simple as that. They have had for years, or far too long, our foreparents in that position. All died with bent, twisted, and broken backs. They still have us and our children in that same position today. Oh man, isn't it time we stand up and throw that table upside down with the last meal of these foreigners that have been feasting bountifully for decades? so that our children can go to bed with food in their stomach rather than win at nights. Please, I am begging you all, let us stand up. Let us don't go through what our foreparents went through. It's time we tell all the politicians enough is enough in this country called Guyana. No free oil blocks to England. Put meters at the pump immediately. Cap the interest rates on Exxon investments. No more oil projects without it being ring-fenced. Secure full protection and compensation from an oil spill. And grab back that 20% from the Stabroek block. And do it now. Come on, people. Let us stand up. Stand together as one people and demand that we get our rightful share of our gold, our diamonds, bauxite, timber, manganese, and all the other resources we have in this country. Our future is in our hands. Your future is in your hands. Let's straighten our backs and take it. Let's take it before it's too late. Let's stand up and upturn the table now. God bless you.
And so there you have it, Auntie and Uncle. We hope you'll have a great evening. That was a compilation of some TikToks from Mr. Lau. And have a grateful evening. We'll be back with you on Friday. And like I said, Mr. Lau has started his vacation. So do stay with us and see what we have in store for you.
Experience tailored business solutions with Digicel Business. Regardless of your business size or industry, we provide end-to-end managed services partnering with world-leading vendors. From connectivity and networking to mobile solutions, business continuity, cloud and collaboration, cybersecurity and smart solutions. We have you covered. Transform your business today. Call 592-699-9932 or visit digicelbusiness.com for details. Are you ready to take your online experience to the next level? Well, now you can with Digicel's reliable high-speed fiber internet service, FiberX. We offer a wide range of plans designed to suit all your internet needs, whether you're a home user or a business professional. Stay ahead of the curve with a fast, efficient, and secure network that's backed by Digicel's renowned customer support. Call us today at 699-9932 or visit our website, digicelbusiness.com, to sign up.
This is the news on top of the hour.
Live from our studio in Georgetown.
Kaieteur Radio, 99.1 FM.
With your midday newscast for today, Thursday, April 18th, 2024. My name is Josh Van Slykeman. Thank you for joining us on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM and via our social media feeds. We get to the news in details. The government of Guyana recently signed off on a 6th project for the ExxonMobil-led consortium operating in the Stabroek block, but its expanded provision pose a risk not only to the availability of skills for domestic labor force, but potentially an increased cost of living for citizens. This much is documented in the environmental impact assessment that was submitted to the Environmental Protection Agency as part of the approval process. In that document, it outlines that with the $12.7 billion Whiptail development project, there will be in fact no direct impact on the country's administrative divisions, population distribution, or education systems, socioeconomic conditions, employment, and livelihoods. Get the full details in today's Kaieteur News. After several years of neglect, the roof of the Stabroek Wharf collapsed Tuesday morning, injuring 5 persons and bringing great distress to several vendors who ply their trade in the area. 2 of the injured persons, who were transported to the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation for further evaluation and treatment, have been identified as Abdul Kumar and Marvin Sealy. President Dr. Mohammed Irfan Ali, Minister of Home Affairs Robeson Ben, Local Government Minister Sonia Parag, and Minister within the Ministry of Public Works Deodat Indar, and Mayor of Georgetown Alfred Mentor, along with several other senior officials, were in sight to assess the situation firsthand and provide assurance to vendors and citizens affected by the incident. And we tell you now that talks on a truce in Gaza have hit a stumbling block. The negotiation to end the fighting and secure the release of prisoners held by Israel and Hamas are at a delicate phase, so said the Qatari Prime Minister earlier today. He went on to say that they are trying as much as possible to address the stumbling block, however. However, there is still no sign of any breakthrough in the negotiation, as Israel and Hamas each refuse to move on conditions the other sides declare unacceptable. As the long-winded talks mediated by Qatar and Egypt continue, the Israeli military have continued deadly operations inside the enclave, which remains blocked. Close to 34,000 Palestinians in Gaza have been killed, while the 2.3 million strong population have been left in dire conditions amid shortages of food, water, shelter, and medicine. Two men who were known to the Guyana Police Force were gunned down in Suriname in the early hours of Wednesday morning. This was confirmed by Crime Chief Wendell Blanham, who made contact with his Surinamese counterparts. The victims have been identified as Jeremiah Smith and Oswick Brazilo. Reports out of Suriname indicate that the incident occurred around 2 hours on Wednesday in Suriname. The men were murdered by 2 unidentified males and they died on spot. And although Tepui, a company closely linked to social media personality Michael Rodriguez, popularly known as the Guyanese critic, had failed miserably during the evaluation process for bids at the level of the National Procurement and Tender Administration Board, but it was still handed a $865 million contract to build a pump station at Bellevue on the west bank of Demerara. In fact, Rodriguez's company beat off 26 other bids, 13 of which were described as sustainably responsive, to win the lucrative deal. This is revealed in a report released by the Public Procurement Commission, the body legally mandated to with oversight and investigate capabilities to monitor public procurement. The PPC, in its report released on Tuesday, highlighted several procurement breaches committed by Tepui and overlooked by MPTAB in awarding the contract. According to the document, which was pursued by Kaieteur, MPTAB ignored several key details when it came to the company satisfying the evaluation criteria for the award of the $865 million deal. Get the full details in today's Kaieteur News. In other news, a woman identified only as Martha was on Wednesday night crushed by a container truck while crossing High Street, Georgetown. One eyewitness recalled seeing her suddenly running across the road before hearing a loud popping song. What was left behind was the body of a woman cut in half with body parts scattered across the road. Investigations are ongoing. And that does it for your main newscast on Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. For these stories and much more, head across to our website at www.kaieteurnewsonline.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Kaieteur Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Kaieteur Radio. And remember to continue to listen to us here on 99.1 and 99.5 FM. I'm Joshua Van Slypen on behalf of the news and technical team. Thank you for joining us.
And that's the news of the moment. Remember to get the full details of these stories, pick up a copy of the Kaieteur News. And don't forget, you can catch us on the MyTuner app as well as the Radio Garden app. You can also keep up to date by liking our Facebook page at Kaieteur Radio and subscribing to our YouTube channel, Kaieteur Radio Livestream. Oh, also catch our stream at www.kaieteurnewsonline.com/radio. Want value for your advertising dollar? Then place your ads on Kaieteur Radio's newscasts. Streamed live on 6 different mediums, reaching hundreds of thousands. Advertise today and watch your dollar grow. Call us on 225-8465 or 226-8210 today.
Keep calm, but listen on.
Rocking the waves with Kaieteur Radio.
Demerara and Essequibo 99.1 FM.
Berbice 99.5 FM.
Kaieteur Radio.
This is GHK Lal inviting you to join me weekdays from Monday to Friday on the National Outlook for commentary on a range of issues. Immediately after the 12 noon and 7 p.m. newscasts on Kaieteur Radio at 99.1 FM and 99.5 FM. Looking forward to you sharing in the conversation. It's Thursday, it's April 18th. Welcome to Kaieteur Radio 99.1 and 99.5 FM. I'm GHK Lal. This is the National Outlook. High Court orders removal of vendors outside Demico House. That was from last Thursday's Kaieteur News a week ago on page 17. Justice Navendra Singh. Look, the Banks DIH, through the law firm of Boston and Boston, filed a case and say, these people are going to have, these vendors, unfortunately, are going to have to be moved. And the court agreed. And the city council and the city engineer are going to have to move against them pretty quickly. The vendors say we ain't move in because we ain't got no place to go. I hear them. I understand Banks' DIH position. I wouldn't like for anybody to come and squat in front of me and put up a shop, especially if I have a shop. I'm going to have a problem with that. So there's understanding of the predicament in which Banks' DIH finds itself. And I understand fully, having come from a poor family, about the plight of the poor and their struggles through a daily hustle, the grind of buying and selling Regent Street all along, all the way to about Albert Street on the pavements. They're still there. Water Street, they're there. Guyanese at the bottom of the economic ladder, hustling, toiling, struggling to scratch out survival, existence. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? Why is this so? Why does this have to be so in one of the richest countries in the world?